In this challenge, we're allowed to get one instance of every available Pokemon. The catch, once we challenge the first gym leader, we are done catching Pokemon. Everything from battles to HMs must be handled by whatever we manage to get at that point. And of course, the other standard rules of a hardcore Nuzlocke apply. The first thing an early Nuzlocke does is turn the starter selection process from quite the important one to the single most important choice you are to ever do in your run. And the option we went with was Blastoise to Squirtle. Squirtle is a water type, and while that is usually kind of a downside when there are plenty of better water types to be found, in this specific challenge, Squirtle is the only water type we ever get, which makes it a top tier pick. After getting access to Pokeballs, we can start catching our roster of Pokemon. Enter Rat Power the Raticate, Speed the Nidoking, Normie the Pidgey, Slasher the Spearow, Sleeper the Butterfree, Beedrill the Beedrill, and Fanbait the Pikachu. And that's it. Those are all Pokemon one can catch in this game before challenging Brock, and thus we will have to beat the entire game only using them. Now, however hard this may be, Brock was not going to be a contributor to the difficulty. Thanks to Squirtle, we easily sweep this fight and move on with our adventure. After a pretty uneventful Route 3 in Mount Moon, we reach Cerulean City, home to not only Gym Leader Missy, but our second rival fight. We use a combination of Rat Power Chip and Wartortle to finish the Pidgeotto and abuse Abra to send in Beedrill safely. From there, Beedrill can 1v1 Rat and let Sleeper take care of Bulbasaur. Very clean. Speaking of clean stuff, next is the Water Gym. For this gym, we use Beedrill with a decent move in Twin Needle that is super effective against Starmie. Beedrill manages to easily sweep through their hopes and dreams and grants us a second gym badge. So far, so good. After getting the SS ticket, we headed into the SS Ant to deliver a back massage to the ship captain when our rival got in our way. We once again led with Rat Power, and now it has evolved into Raticate. With Rat's new strength, he just stormed not only through the burb, but through Cadaver and the rival's own Rat as well. Once Ivysaur came around, we decided to switch to Beedrill, as it was a billion% safe to beat Ivysaur with. With HM cut in our hands, we can head to Vermilion's gym leader, Surge. Using Rat Power, we beat both Voltorb and Pikachu with ease, and no matter how threatening this Raichu may look, we have Nidoking. So, yep, that's another gym badge for us. Oh, and if you thought Surge was easy, check this Erica technique. Lead Beedrill, spam Twin Needle, win the game. The reason this works is because due to Gen 1 coding oversight, Bug is super effective against poison instead of being resisted by it, which makes Twin Needle quad effective against both Victory Bell and Vileplume. This Beedrill is kind of owning much more than we expected so far, and we are all for it. Good job, Beedrill. And at this point, you might think, oh wow, your Poke Rebels are so good at this game, you're owning the challenge. Well, dear viewers, from this point on, there is one species of Pokemon that has an IQ higher than even ours, and that would be Alakazam. Alakazam is notoriously hard to counter in Gen 1, with the solutions to it usually being Chansey or fellow psychic types like Starmie or Executor, none of which we have. So we kind of have to improvise against not only Sabrina's Alakazam, but the rival Zam that we will face a whopping 3 times. Speaking of that, time to face our rival in Silph and this fight marks the debut of Fanbait, which is now a Raichu. Fanbait easily beats Pidgeot, Gyarados, and Growlithe, which invites Zam in. Our thought process here is just to chip it as much as possible with Raichu, which has decent special bulk, and see what we can do from here. We get lucky with Zam clicking Psywave instead of Psychic and Thunderbolt critting, and then switch to Fearow, whose physical attacks are way better against Zam as it recovers. Fearow manages to kill Zam with a Drill Peck and destroys Venusaur, winning us the fight. 1 Alakazam down, 3 to go. Before going on to our next Alakazam fight, we grab Team Earthquake on the 10th floor and head to Fuchsia. Earthquake Nidoking should easily sweep all of his team, unless the Weezing crit booms on us. And thankfully, we crit Earthquake first. We definitely did not want to find out what that Weezing was trying to do. Now, with Koga out of the way, we go back to Saffron where the next gym leader awaits. Sabrina leads with Kadabra. We lead Slasher as its physical attacks are generally great into this gym. We sweep through Kadabra, Mr. Mime, and Venomoth. Zam comes in. We get Psybeamed, and oh whoops, there goes Slasher, a Pokemon we definitely would have liked to have for the Elite Four. We send out Normie next and click Fly, but Alakazam uses Reflect, boosting its physical defense and making our Fly very weak in the process. We cannot rely on physical attacks anymore, so we hit Zam with the Sand Attack and switch to Raichu. We then paralyze the Zam with Thunder Wave and start spamming Thunderbolt, pray for no Psychic crits, which somehow happens. Well, that was way too close for comfort. With Slasher dead, we only have 7 Pokemon left, but there are only 2 badges left before the finale. And speaking of those, this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we picked Blastoise. 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills, and 4 kills with Surf. Extremely clean win with the turtle against Blaine. Next up is the evil supervillain 8th gym leader Giovanni. 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills, and 4 kills. Once again, water Pokemon are incredibly useful in general, and definitely great in this part of Kanto. With all badges done, all we have to do before the Elite Four is Rival 6. Thankfully, we can go to a way higher level than it thanks to the level cap being 62 for the Elite Four. Raichu beats Pidgeot, Blastoise drowns Rhyhorn. Then we go back to Raichu on the Gyarados. We beat the Gyarados, the Growlithe, and also the Zam, thanks to the level advantage. And we use Normie to take care of Venusaur. Pretty freaking good. And with that being done, we can just dodge every single trainer in Victory Road, level our team to 62, stock up on items, and head straight into the Elite Four. Since we have only 7 Pokemon, we don't really have that much of a choice to make, so we choose to bench Sleeper, which was very underwhelming to be fair, and go with team of... Here we go. The Route 2 squad versus the Elite Four. No holding back. First up is Lorelei. We leave Fanbait, and we go for the epic tactical Thunderbolt spam on Dugong and Cloyster. On Slowbro, we go to Beedrill, which baits AI into spamming Amnesia forever. We use that to click Agility 3 times. This not only boosts our speed, but all our other stats as well thanks to the badge boosting glitch. This makes it so we easily kill both Slowbro and Jinx without losing HP or risking a freeze on Raichu. We chip the Lapras with V-Drill and switch to Raichu, and Lapras clicks Hydro Pump and crits, oh my god. Okay, it's fine, we kill with T-Bolt, with Thunderbolt, and oh god, oh no, we need Fanbait for the rest. Yes! Okay, Lorelei uses a retroactive super potion thanks to Gen 1 being weird, and we thus can win with Fanbait still alive. 1 down, 4 to go. Against Bruno, the lead Onix is easily beaten by Blastoise, at which point Hitmonchan comes out. We use Normie to spam Fly. Thankfully, Bruno doesn't hurt our bird as we beat both Hitmont. Once the second Onix comes out, we can just send Blastoise to beat both remaining Mons, which it does with ease given it's healthy. Next up is Agatha, which we kind of would have loved to have Slasher for, but this is no time for mourning our friend. We lead speed and we click Earthquake. We try to take Gold back down with Rock Slides, but not only we miss our second Rock Slide, Golbat sees this opportunity to confuse us. We thus switch into the Raichu with T-Bolt. Haunter comes next. We click EQs as it switches to Arbok, who falls to the move. Haunter comes back. This time it doesn't switch as EQ claims. Another already dead soul. Last is Gengar, who confuses us, but this time we elect to stay in and eventually hit another EQ and get the third E4 member done with. Next up is none other than Dragon Master Lance. We lead with Fanbait and destroy his Gyarados. Against the Dragonairs, all we need to do is switch to speed and watch them spam agility forever thanks to Lance's good AI. After we're done with those, Aerodactyl comes next. We spend a few turns chipping it with Rock Slide, though we miss once in the process. Once Aerodactyl is low, we go finish the prehistoric bird with Rat Power. Since Rat would be less tragic to lose to a crit Hyper Beam should that happen to us. but fortunately, Rat manages to clear up the Aerodactyl, leaving only a Dragonite that once again is made useless by its own good AI as long as we use a Poison-type Pokemon. 4 fights done, 1 to go. Last but definitely not least is the champion, the ultimate test to a squad brought from our common neighborhood against the squad he brought from all over Kanto. We ain't scared of no Arcanine or Gyarados or Rhydon, bring it on! Pidgeot comes first. Fanbait, as always, quickly gets rid of the bird, giving us the lead. As Alakazam comes in, we go to Pidgeot on a Reflect. Then we Sand Attack a few times to cripple the Alakazam. We then attack again and again, try to damage it with Fly as it recovers. Thankfully, all attempts at damaging us backfire thanks to accuracy drops. Here we are downright fishing for a critical hit, or hoping we at least die while Zam has sustained good damage so Fanbait can finish the job. Eventually, one of our Fly hits crits Zam, getting the most problematic mon of this fight out. Next is Rhydon, Blastoise, Surf, Kill. Next is Gyarados. Fanboy is very obvious here because we are afraid of Hyper Beam crit, so we go to Normie that we know we can sacrifice. Gyarados hits Normie on the switch with a nasty Hyper Beam, granting us a free switch to Raichu as it recharges. Raichu then T-bolts the Leviathan. Arcanine is next. We switch Blastoise and use Surf to drown it. And last but not least, Venusaur comes down. And the dark horse of this run itself, Beedrill, the absolute sauce, comes in to deliver one wrongly coded bug move to destroy our rival's grass type, finishing this early lock with only one of our initial 8 Pokemon dying. This challenge was really a fun one, very much in the Nuzlocke spirit if we may say so ourselves. We're absolutely hyped to try this new rule set in other Pokemon games. On that note, please feel free to clown our gameplay decisions in the comments section below. And while you're at it, click the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time.